your coordinates for those two Clan Kelly goons. Scrape their optics for data. If I've learned anything about humanity, it's that there's something in literally everyone's text history that can get them arrested.
Copy that.
No, I entirely understand. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Any disorderly conduct will be investigated and penalised if necessary.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of The Upload. We're talking about the optic and how it's changed our lives. Now, as you remember, Bloom announced a new version of the optic at the recent Tone conference, but we haven't heard too much about that since due to the dramatic events there. Let's cast our minds back and consider the technology. I mean, the optic changed everything. It lets you see things in AR. You no longer need a smartphone. You just have the small implant that sends signals to your optic nerve and lets you see your emails, take calls, and browse the internet directly as if the screen is in front of your eyes. Instead of having to carry around a phone, you've just got the small handheld unit. So much lighter and so much more convenient. It's great.
Vicky, you sound like you absolutely love the optic. Do you actually think that it's made our lives any better?
I mean, sure, it's definitely made things a lot easier. It's so simple to call someone now. All you have to do is choose who you want to chat to and they're there, ready to talk. And browsing the web is so much easier. I remember when you used to have to sit down at a computer with an actual keyboard and mouse and type everything out. And my favourite feature is public transport. With the optic, you can just walk straight onto the tube. It even acts as a passport. No longer do I have to dig around and try and find my old paper passport just to travel somewhere. Also, I thought the optics marketing strategy, making it free for people, was a stroke of genius.
Genius. Bloom was really calculated when it was doing that. It was pushing this draconian device on us at all. Sure, everybody flocked to it. There was free Wi-Fi and phone plans. That definitely helped, but it wasn't a case of this is a product that you need in your life.
Why do you hate it so much?
It's just the worst because you had to give up your privacy expectations and accept surveillance. It was almost like the government and Bloom didn't even need to make the optic mandatory. Making it mandatory was only to get the last holdouts across the line. If free data didn't convince you, fines and arrests from the state for not having the optic would pretty much be enough.
I mean, what do you mean by privacy problems? No one really talks about that anymore.
They don't talk about it because we don't have any choice when it comes to the optic. Yes, it's convenient and mandatory, but everybody's forgotten what it really means. Here, you've got a whole company owning basically all the data about your life. Bloom can see everything that you can see. Nothing is private anymore. There are so many times when I don't want anyone to have a clue about where I am, who I'm chatting with, what I'm doing. It's not even dodgy stuff, but I just don't want anybody to blackmail me with this in the future by hacking it. And because of Bloom's contracts with the government, it isn't just Bloom that can see everything I do. It's the government. The UK as a state has become a complete surveillance paradise.
I think you're painting a bit of a bleak picture. It's not all that bad.
No, you're completely wrong on this. I don't want everybody tracking me wherever I'm going around London.
Well, in that case, you might be interested in some rumours I heard. Did you hear that some DedSec hackers have found a way to bypass the optics connection with Bloom?
Are they actually making it better or usable or actually friendly for anybody?
Well, word on the street is that they've been able to create an encrypted signal, which means that your world might have a chance of becoming a bit more private again, so you could go back and enjoy all the great things about Optic without that fear of surveillance.
With the Optic, privacy's dead.
Complex. Dreams, passions, hopes, ambitions. You're complex, so we're complex. Complex. New clothing for the new equipment.
Nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once-free breed. Hello, Bugs. This is the Bug. I'm Andy. This is Alice, and today we're going to be pretending that everything is fine. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, that was fun. A reality time now, however. And finally today, we're going to road test the latest update to the CSAFE app, the government app that has brought the great British tradition of snitching on people who don't like back to the very heart and up in life on the school playground. I'm going to tell a new threat that's got a whole new lease of life these days, thanks to CSAFE. Bringing all the more fun because of it. No more grumbling.
Sweet suffrage!
Mr. Prison Service, what's the slogan? Is it if you see something, say something, or if you think you might at some point see something, say something, or if you haven't seen anything but don't like someone, say something anyway. Let's have a look at this new app. Alice, I'm sure you've got it. First glance, well, the interface is lovely. It's so neatly designed. A simple button to snitch on someone. That's so much better than non-government informer apps like Stool-Easy, Canary, or Narc Shark. I mean, look, I just need to geocache where the person I'm ratting on currently is. Let's call her, for the sake of argument, Alice.
Sorry, Andy, I'm busy reporting you to the authorities
What?
for rolling your eyes when passing a Nigel Cass propaganda poster.
Can you not let me report you first, please? There's nothing decorum about this. I'll just take a quick little photo so you can get a drone to pick you out of the crowd at your next riot, trip to the shops, walk in the woods. And you can input your accusations in the app. Well, let's go old school. Let's call the phone line. Let's call the phone line. Here's the number, listeners, in case you want to dump someone in, as long as it's not me. 0044203 80738.
One of the gangsters whose optic data we're looking to scrape is nearby. That's the target. Should be hackable.
Better not be a rat again. Twat face!
Wait! Need some help?
That's one criminal scraped. Now let's see about their friend.
You need to leave this area.
Both of their optics are squeaky clean. They're smart.
Shit!
Did I underestimate these goons? Is there a lesson in this about humility and... Oh, no, never mind. I've traced their comms back to a remote server. I'm still amazing.
We should check it out. Might learn something.
I miss the old Union Jack, but somehow our new flag manages to be even more irritating than that. I don't know quite what it is, if it's the new colour scheme, or if it's just that it symbolises the loss of everything we once held dear. But that flag irritates the hell out of me.
Was everything you ever held dear Scotland?
Well, that was something I held quite dear.
I miss being able to dodge my friends' destination weddings in Italy. There's nothing worse than being asked to spend the equivalent of a motorbike on some sort of boat-based farce in Sorrento. And I always used to really enjoy saying, oh no, I can't afford it. Now they're all getting married in Brighton and I have to go to that alleged beach. It's made of rocks, Andy. If your sandcastle is an actual castle, that's not a beach.
I'll tell you what I miss. I miss free will. That was fun. Remember that? It was all the time. Who cares? It felt fun. I miss cash. Particularly coins. I really miss coins. The fun of doing a heads or tails best of 5 to see if you had to go for the gin, and then best of 7, best of 9, and particularly one that was it. Now with crypto, all the romance has gone out. Heads and tails.
I miss romance, Andy. I miss there being mystery in life and not just a hope that your new partner isn't good enough at hacking to find out all the information the government has on you.
Bye for now, bug fans. Keep feeding the kid in the resistance, and one day it will grow into a Tyrannosaurus Rex that will use the cat family as tools. Of course.
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't need to know. This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer, the GBB. As we know, the broadcaster has been through a lot of changes since the Hassani government gave in to pressure from its corporate backers and privatised the corporation. Today, the GBB is a shadow of its former self. It's become a tool used by the government to circulate fake news and misinformation. So how did we get here? Where did it all go wrong? How can we tell when our national media has become state propaganda? Our experts speak on the conditions of anonymity for their own safety. Here's disinformation and media expert Charles, who's seen free broadcasters built up by journalists and torn down by demagogues all over the world.
So before the media fragmented, there was this voice of authority that was trusted and worthy of trust. Then what we ended up with is a really commercial model where whether you're talking about an app on a smart device or whether you're talking about a broadcaster, the most important thing was to keep you in that environment for the longest amount of time possible. And because that meant money in their pocket. And in order to do that, a couple of things happened. One was the use of manipulative techniques around behavioral economics, things that would just keep you scrolling or keep you listening or keep you looking for more information. The second is that kind of environment favors sensationalism. And so you got more sensational headlines and more sensational stories, and it didn't matter whether they were true or not. It just kept people in and it kept them in the loop. So we ended up in a situation where nobody trusted anything and nobody believed anything at all. And that is the perfect environment for an authoritarian voice to come in and say, no way, no deal. So the ground for this environment really got created when we had suddenly authoritarian politicians everywhere, and anything that threatened them or they disagreed with, they would call it disinformation. That's disinformation, that's fake news. And again, we got in a situation where nobody really believed anything. And the trouble is, you were telling the truth.
Reminder, the criminals we're investigating have a server at this location.
Fecker.
That's the target. Should be hackable. Transfer complete.
Hey, we just sent you a proper shitload of evidence on those Kelly dicks. Should be enough for the Met to do something.
I'm impressed.
Honestly, if you want to repay us, why don't you just join up? You seem cool.
Right. Count me in.
Got to stay fucking calm. Got a vehicle for hanging a rat.
Alright, now let's schedule your mandatory DedSec face tat. Just kidding. Welcome to the team.
Brilliant. I'm not ready to go to pasture yet. Let's get to it.
Hell yes.
Stay right there. Profile treatment alerts.
Me? That's ridiculous.
Are at discretion without agents. Prisoners must comply with requests to surrender arms and search at any time. They need to do so. Yeah.
I don't need this right now.
Possession of
Shall we have a look-see?
documents carries a mandatory sentence of 5 years in prison and possible deportation. Ensure that you are carrying legitimate identification.
Go fuck your mom! Twat!
I'm not getting caught up in this.
Don't like this dog bit.
Don't fall off now.
Our very biased and controlled idea of the reality and the world that we're actually living in.
Albion is here for your protection. We'll see. What's first? Disappear in the directorate of Albion personnel as grounds for detainment.
What's this? Brought into base, incident under control.
Resist. Twat. That's all. Fucking Albion dogs need to crush it, innit?
Not interested, mate.
Well, alright.
And held in custody until such time as former charges were replied.
That's great. He's in a cross-eyed donkey from Norwich.
This to challenge those conceptions. Most citizens feel pretty hopeless, I think, and unable to fight back against these kind of huge mainstream corporations that simply entrench and support the ideals and ideologies of the state. It can seem very hopeless indeed, but I think, the fact that you're out there listening, we're in here talking, shows that there is still a space to combat these false truths and disinformation that's being sold to us, and that it's never possible really to completely shut down, despite all the technologies that they have at their disposal and all the financial and corporate power and all the physical power. It's never quite possible to shut down people's desire to get to the truth and fight for their own ideologies and values, and really we're out there starting that path and going to that point.
Must comply with Albion.
Whoa.
The enforcer we're after is here, currently assaulting some other poor cunt that pissed off the Kellys. If you take them out, our boxer friend may live to fight another day.
Huh? You think you're all bad, yeah?
That's them there.
Get the fuck away from me!
Give yourself up!
Shooter! Get down! Drop your weapon!
Oh God! Get down!
Shit!
There, that takes care of the immediate mortal peril. Now scarper or they'll kill you for sure.
Help me.
He won't forget that. You did all right, I suppose.
Where are you? Suspect is hit!
Can't even face me, huh? I'm hit!
Checking it out. I wish you never got engaging target. I'm scared to fight me.
Hostile target.
Suspect. Shots fired! Shots fired!
Engaging target. Engaging hostile target.
Second! Shit! Falling back!
Oh my god!
This ain't gonna be easy!
Suspect reported in your area. Potentially armed and hostile. Understood, Control. Awaiting further instruction. Over.
Control, I've lost sight of the target. Over.
She must be
I'm here to fuck up! Get down! In pursuit. I repeat, we are in pursuit.
Control. Mason, what's our status on retrieval?
Where did they go? Shit!
Well bloody done, kids.
Don't break out the tiny party hats just yet. We might have bought our boxers some time, but once Clan Kelly finds out what happened, they'll almost certainly want revenge. Suggest you warn her.
I'm going now. Let's burn some rubber.
We protect everyone who comes on the podcast by keeping their identities. Here's veteran political reporter Ian on the power behind shortages.
I mean, what was the first thing that happened when Britain sealed itself off? The first stuff that stopped from coming in was fresh food. I mean, we could live without fresh food. I mean, everyone's quality of life got instantly worse, but we could live without it. The most damaging part was when the radioactive isotopes stopped. Now, radioactive isotopes, that's what we use in cancer screening, cancer treatment. Now, that stuff, it has a short half-life. Technetium used to save hundreds of thousands of lives just by screening for cancer, let alone testing for cancer. But that stuff has a half-life of 66 hours. As soon as those rules went up, there was just no time to bring it into the country. And that is when people started dying. And then the medicines. The thing is, there's loads of medicines that you just can't stockpile. There was a moment before it took place when actually there was some effort to try and stockpile some of the medicines. There was some things that could be done. For a lot of it, there was simply nothing that could be done. We had a major problem with drugs for schizophrenia. So we saw such an uptick in the kind of attacks you saw on the street and people suffering on their own because they didn't have the mental health drugs, because those drugs simply couldn't be stockpiled. We eventually found the same thing with foods that weren't produced in the UK. And the problem with the UK was we don't produce our own food. We never have. For hundreds of years we produced under half of our own food. So as soon as those walls went up, we started having significant material problems in the country. I think Britain always told itself it had this national myth, right, that it would, because it got through the war, that it could go through any kind of hardship. I mean, that wasn't really the case. People during the war were far more frightened than some of this historical stuff makes out. Now, what did we see? People don't want to go through that stuff. They were desperate for the things that they had before, and they were scared. So they went to the black market. The same thing that always happens. And where did the growth of Clan Kelly come from? It came from people wanting the things that they could previously get legitimately and can now only get through the black market, funneling funds towards criminality. From there, we got to the situation we have now of this basic war between criminals and security that seems to dominate what's going on out there on the streets.
Nothing shakes people's faith in capitalism quite as much as when capitalism fails to deliver. Here's underground writer and analyst Alfie, the politics of
I think what what we've come to now is a realization that capitalism's essentially failed. I mean, one key promise of capitalism, what it makes to its citizens, is that there will be surplus, that we will have plenty, and that's the whole logic for running society in this way, that people will have enough. And now, with these kind of huge shortages of everything, you're seeing that system collapse. It hasn't delivered on its primary promise. And I think we've really reached a situation where we have to do away with capitalism entirely. We're seeing a situation where there's shortages for the many, but for a few individuals, there's an elite who are not struggling and short of anything. So this is kind of fundamental inequality in the capitalist system, which is no shortages are being used as well. I'm not saying that there isn't a real shortage, there possibly is real shortages, but shortages are being used as an excuse for those in power, those elites, to keep what they want and not give to the rest of us what we need. So the excuse that there's simply not enough to go around is a justification for maintaining a kind of power of the 1% and leaving the rest of us short.
So if you're starving hungry tonight, if your parents can't get their medicine and your brothers and sisters have to steal to eat, remember, it's all for the good of others. Or claiming, or someone, just yours. But that's going to change. You've been listening to Buccaneer with me, Tash. Keep spreading the word and keep sharing the podcast. There's enough of everything out there for all of us. We just need the guts to take it back.
Weeks have passed since the Lady Blaze killed 12, and yet the fire brigade remains unapologetic, despite claims of impropriety. Join us on GBB for the story behind the headlines.
You might want to hurry. I'm detecting some Clan Kelly movement in the area.
Well, get on.
Hello, dear. Big fan, by the way, but your life is in danger.
What do you mean?
Clan Kelly is not thrilled that you've upset their boxing racket. They want you gone. We took out the first bastard they sent after you, but they aren't stopping at one.
A spider's web traps himself. They should know who they're dealing with.
Oh ho, I like your attitude, but Clan Kelly isn't playing fair. Too many are on their way for you to sort on your own. I know it goes against your instincts, but you need to run and hide. We'll cover your escape.
Bless up. I owe you big time for this.
Leave right now.
Enemies incoming.
Searching for target. Resuming patrol.
Thought I had it. I'm taking fire! First, falling back up!
Britain's first.
Let's get this over with.
This area is being recorded by the TV.
You're making this worse than yourself. What's your up?
That does it. Get somewhere safe so we can contact our fighter.
Are you alright?
I'm alright. Bless up, Bedrin. Me owe it to you. Fucking Kelly dogs taking this sport and turning it into life or death.
DedSec could always use more good people like you. Care to join?
Count me in.
Welcome to our little family, love. DedSec is thrilled to have you.
Wicked! Whatever London wants to throw at us, me ready.
Excellent.
Yeah, no, I did. No, I did do that. Yeah, I left that.
Whoa, what the rock?
No, she's in the kitchen, right?
Fucking rugby, yeah?
Keep fucking moving.
What the fuck? Suspicious persons shall be placed for investigation.
A tech corporation acting unethically? Sounds out of character, but let's investigate anyway.
I'm all over it.
Buccaneer, this is the bug. Hello, resistors, it's bug time. Are you all sitting comfortably? No? Good. That's as it should be. This is the bug. I'm Andy, and joining me to analyse the latest blowflies to emerge from the corpse of once free Britain, it's Alice.
Hello, Andy.
And today, we're going to talk to you about Albion, your friends and mine. Alice, the government has extended Albion's contract and have also voted violent crime has plummeted to a record low. Now, extending Albion's contract, to me, that's like having a pet dog, let's call it Nigel for the sake of argument, that attacks you every single day and thinking to yourself, wouldn't it be nice if Nigel had
That contract has been extended so many times, it's like the neck of a politician that's criticised the government.
I'm not sure entirely how those contract extensions negotiations went, probably like a footballer. In the old days, I assume Albion's agent was leaking stories to the press about how our favourite private militia was being tapped up by Barcelona. The government panics and thinks, well, we better get them signed up before it's too late. But still, violent crime. Well, I imagine it probably depends exactly how you count it. If you include violent crime committed by the state, either themselves or via Albion, their chosen violent crime contractors, who provide a very valuable bargaining service of beating people up, well, it's probably not quite as low as the figures suggest.
I don't know. I think they're probably right. Who has the opportunity to commit violent crime these days anyway? The moment you pick up a fruit knife, you get tasered by a robot policeman and deported for looking Bulgarian. It's a much more peaceful society. It's just much less of a society.
I want to know the details of the contracts. Alice, I mean, are they paid per dissident duffed up? Is it a set rate for each extrajudicial state mugging? And what is that rate? What do you think?
Well, they certainly look like they're trying to hit the thunder.
Watch yourself!
Well, what is the set rate? Is it 99.95 crypto bargains? It's very reasonable. I imagine they don't ask too much anyway, Albion, because it's just so nice to get paid for doing your hobby anyway, isn't it? I imagine it doesn't even feel like work.
I mean, who needs violent crime anymore anyway? You know, you can just starve to death without even starting a gang war.
We do have to ask exactly what's the Prime Minister make of all this. Let's ask him. Hello, you're from Downing Street. Hello, is the Prime Minister there, please? Let me just check. Sorry, you've missed him. I'm afraid he's popped out for the decade. Oh, never mind. Is there anyone else I can talk to? Yes, of course. There's a shady cabal of vested interests in controlling and propping up in power. Great, I'll have a chat with them then.
Oh, and you remember when you could get away with prank calls without people coming around to your house to beat the shit out of you?
Oh, happy times.
You're listening to The Bar.
Did you think the Prime Minister will ever come back?
I don't think we've ever had a Prime Minister.
Well, that's a much more reassuring way of looking at things. What have we become? Alice, we look at the state of our politics. We're supposed to have the mother of parliaments. Well, this is one mother that has emphatically abandoned her kids in the woods to be brought up by wolves. And let me tell you, that never works out like it does in the stories. Wolves are bad parents. Unless you're a wolf, in which case they could do a job bringing you up as a wolf. Do not give your children to wolves. And do we actually own anything as a country now? Is anything else flogged off for profit? I think we've basically just become a homeopathic Britain. Diluted until there's barely a trace of the original Britain left. But some quackish lunatics insist it actually works better that way. It's total bullshit. Is there anything left? The new on the boat this week, a new feature. The Bug Off feature. The person who was most irritating us in Britain this week, we're going to tell to bug off, and to get things going, we're going to nominate Big Nigel Catholic. This is Britain. History tells us this place is a bastion of freedom. I'm just not sure that kind of freedom should involve Big Nigel expressing his freedom to run a private army. I guess historically there is a precedent, the East India Company. That was a trading company with an army of 250,000 soldiers, which is a lot for a company. The Buck PLC has Alice with a water pistol, but crucially, compared with Albion, the East India Company didn't operate its $250,000 army in London. It did it a long way away, out of sight, out of mind. Anyone to nominate for the Bug Off, Alice?
I think today's Bug Off for me goes to my streaming service. I'm sick of being recommended things based on things I already like. The other day it recommended me to watch a reality TV competitive dating show set in a nude commune. Annie, I watched it and I liked it. And I do not want to be the kind of person who enjoys nude competitive reality television dating shows. I did not want to know that about myself. I have to go sit in the corner and cry.
That's it from the Bug. Don't forget the live show that is so secret it is definitely not happening at the usual time and place this month. Definitely not. And definitely do not tell anyone not to come to it. It's definitely not happening. Usual time and place. Bye-bye.
You're listening to The Bar.
Nibbling away on the rotten carcass of a once free Britain. Hello resistors, this is The Bug, and on today's show Alice and I will be looking at the big questions, such as, are we less than 2 years away from being able to turn a sausage back into a live pig? Did we actually need one of those? What maybe if I put hot pits on my dog?
You've arrived at our contact's former employer, and aside from some heavily armed security guards, it's basically a ghost town.
Interesting.
I don't think this replacement is on site. Dig around and see if you can figure out where they are. You could do your corporate espionage from there. analyze the company records while you get to safety.
I'm ending this.
Urgent call. Possible hostile at your location.
Moving to the hostile's location. Over.
Get me then! They must be over here. Some cover!
Received. We are trailing the target. Control. I've lost the target.
It's what you got, baggy boy.
Well, I found our prospect's replacement. It's an AI. And a pretty shoddy one at that. Nowhere near as smart as me. It could maybe replace a few million humans at most.
Lord God.
Oh, right. I suppose from your perspective that's a lot. If you like, we can go destroy it before it puts anyone else out of work.
I'm down. Send me that location.
Yo, London's right, isn't it? It's nothing like Joe.
Disobedience will be met with force. Investigation.
Watch where you're going.
Any disorderly conduct will be investigated.
Fuck off!
Visit the outlet site for up-to-date
Oh, fuck this! I ain't allowed to. You got beef with me, huh? You wanna slap?
Bird will think about snooker or get out of bed.
Andy, do not worry about Clan Kelly.
Why not, Bugley? They terrify me to my very core.
Because, Andy, we are all just lost in the wind of history.
That's nice perspective, Bugley. Let's never lose sight of that.
Hey Bugley, how do you put a secret hideout in your basement without alerting your narc children and their tracking devices?
Please hold still, Alice, while I report you to the authorities.
Bugley, will things ever get better?
Yes, Andy. The heat level is only 5 billion years away now.
It's so nice to have something to look forward to. That's all from the Bug today. Keep it real, Bug fans. Actually, that's terrible advice. Keep it as unreal as you can possibly manage.
The 4-minute mile. They said it could never be run. Believe in more. Brokatech. Are you ready for the future?
The job-killing AI's code blueprint has been packed up into a crate on site.
Good. Let's burn it all down. Into the lion's den.
You found it, now find some way to destroy it.
Investigation underway. Surrender yourself. Failure to comply will result in extreme measures.
Just surrender! We're in serious trouble now.
Position.
AI successfully murdered. Now get to safety and I'll send our friend for good news.
Engaging target. Neutralizing hostile target.
Wait till you hear this. Your replacement wasn't even human. It was an AI. Don't have to worry about leaks if your employees have literally no skin in the game.
You what?
Them bastards will have fucked over a whole industry of people just to make a little more peas. DedSec's happy to help out.
Thanks.
DedSec crew is always looking to grow. You wanna roll with us?
Yeah, why not? I'm in.
Wow. That's something.
Our DedSec family is growing.
Damn right. Man's ready to tear it up.
That's what I'm talking about. You're just gonna stand there like that?
I swear we're just gonna drop dead one night. Get away from me, cuz. Oh, that's fair winning.
Turn around and exit. Easy does it. Easy.
Fucking robotic.
Protest rallies are not permitted. Got control.
Albion is here to protect you. Failure to comply with Albion.
Ragazzi, ma no.